Hello, Billiard Battles, women's PC02, women's semifinals against Peg Hurst and Stephanie Sterling. So we're getting ready to start this thing off. Girls are horsing around. So this has been a Fargo R6 hot race through the tournament and coming down to Stephanie and Peggy. They're going to go ahead and toss the coin to see who breaks. All right, so who got the break? Oh, they're going to hug now because they're going to fight later. So this is an alternating break, rack your own format. Both these ladies are going to go into 6. And we are getting ready to go. Oh, it looks like actually Peg won the toss. You guys have to remember I'm talking to the looks like I'm talking to myself because I'm here all alone. All alone. Okay. So I wanted to run into the history of this tournament before we actually get the first break. Looks like they're getting ready for it, but in this particular tournament, we had 12 ladies, and they this is the final ending. So we had first round we had Peggy Hurst versus Kira Morgan. Peggy picked up that round 9-1. Then she moved on to round 2 where she played Lynette Wilson. She picked up that round 9-0. And then Peg had to move on to the third round on the winner's side, and she ends up playing Lori Day and also gets a 9-0. Ooh, I think Peg's Fargo is going to go up. And then we hit Peggy Hurst versus Ray Ronalda Cody. And, well, Ray took her down. So Ray's sitting in the hot seat right now with a Fargo of 372, which I've been told is bumped up to 382. But for the tournament, we will keep it at 372 until it's completed. Steph started off by playing, she had to start off with a bye, and then she ended up playing Ray. And then Ray ended up getting the game from Steph, put Steph on the loser side, and then Steph ended up playing Kira, unfortunately, and she pulled out Kira at 9-0. Then she moved on to Becky Zimmer, and she got an 8-1 win over Becky. Then she went to play Lori Day, and ended up with a 9-2. They had kind of a similar path for Peggy and Steph, didn't they? Then Steph ended up playing Michelle Clark and pulled out a 9-1 victory with Michelle, and that's how she's now playing Peg Hurst. So somebody's messaging me. All right, so it sounds like we got another team for our 3-man tournament. So let's get back to the action over here. We're going to go ahead and open up my full screen preview so I can see better. Oh, she played that. Looks like the speed might, yeah, she got saved by the speed, saved by the table. peg obviously has stripes, which is not a bad layout. The 9 ball is kind of an issue, but that actually helped things out on the 8 ball. But, at this point in time, she might have. Well, she's gonna have to either play the combo or she's gonna have to play the cut for that 14 ball. She went for the combo, which is good, but she wasn't thinking about her position. Oh, she must have called a safety. Okay, she called a safety. So it's getting down to the wire, folks. If you're interested in playing in the Scotch doubles or the 3-man team, let's get on it. The end of this weekend, we're gonna do something to start next Friday. So it's either going to be the 3-man or it's going to be the Scotch doubles, depending on which one fills up. The Scotch doubles, technically, we can run that as an 8-person or an 8-team format. She played that nicely. See if she looks at that 5 ball. That's really what she needs to shoot in. Shoot the 5 in and roll over for the 7 ball. Just trying to get the rack out of the way. Good job. It's always easier to move those racks with 2 hands. All right. Gotta turn off my phone. Turn off the volume. Go ahead and share it out to Billiard Battles group as well. I know that we have a bunch of people over playing in one of the tournaments today with APA, so I'm sure we'll have more people looking at this later. And later on tonight, we'll have Ray Cody coming into play. She's supposed to be here around 4 o'clock, so. So she went a little far getting ready for that 7 ball. Let's see what she can do with it. From my perspective, it doesn't look like it goes. Oh, she played a different shot. Electing to leave the 7 ball, probably to block the 9, which is not a bad thought. So send us a message, guys. We were thinking about putting together an email list to help cut through the clutter of Facebook and messenger posts and things like that. And let us know if you'd be interested in getting on a Billiard Battles email list of upcoming tournaments and information on matches or things like that we have. Not too many. Yeah, obviously less emails than we'd have. Messengers and posts and stuff like that. But it's an opportunity for us to try to get people who maybe not on Facebook so much. And we got a couple of people coming into the chat, coming into the room. Hello, guys. Let us know who you are and who's watching. This is the first game in a race to 6. Peg's got all her 3 balls up against the rail, so in the fact that Seth's shooting and ball location, it makes it a little more difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. I think she wanted to shoot that down table, but she's gonna have to come back for that 6 ball. No, I would recommend coming back for the 6 ball. This is lots of low right would bring that cue ball back off the rail and try to get it more straight in onto the side pocket with the 6. Or you gotta come across towards the 8 ball, but it's always just a little more difficult to come across towards the ball. You could get snookered behind it if you don't have good enough control. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. It's going to make for kind of a difficult shot on the 8, but it is possible. You got to run the cue ball forward so it doesn't scratch to the rail and back out, so you can get a little bit longer, more of a cut shot. So I would try to power a little bit more, put a little more power in it to straighten up the shot on the 8 and take the distance than I would to lightly hit this and take a more difficult shot. But you can't, with that being said, you can't hit it so hard that it scratches either. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope they can't hear me. Again, that's always a concern when we're playing. We're streaming and watching, is that they can't hear us. So I am trying to keep my voice down. If you guys have any problems hearing me, please let me know. Ooh, I think she overthought that one. But Peg is not in a great spot, so what is she gonna do with this mess? Is she gonna be gutsy or is she gonna be crafty? If you're gutsy, you do something like bank the 9-ball or try to play the combo, which I wouldn't recommend either one of them. But I would see a safety here, but how? Where? Can't really tuck behind a ball or anything like that. It's really difficult. So kind of interested to see what she comes up with in this. I think honestly, maybe even just cutting the 9-ball, putting the cue ball, close to where it is now, but further away from the 8, maybe towards that corner pocket, because you can't bank it, and the cut from that distance is always treacherous. So I would almost think that you would want to get the cue ball up by that first diamond. Ooh, she's on the rail too. She's kicking at. I think she's trying to kick so that one of those 2 balls messes up. Oh my god, that was a really good hit, just not the outcome she was looking for. So this 8-ball is makeable from here, but it's difficult because you gotta get out of the side or the corner pocket. Just looking at it from my perspective, it looks to me like you could do that with some topspin, but it's tight. Even draw is tight because you're close to the rail. You really don't have space for draw. Not cleanly, anyhow. So it's a nice, really smooth topspin shot. Unless she plays a safe. It's no rail. It's no rail. So close, but yeah, no rail. So that's going to be the first major error we've seen. Oh, Peg, you got to put that ball off the rail. A little angle. So she's going to play it safe, try to stick the cue ball behind the 10. And then all comes from the fact that she didn't give it any angle to get off the rail. Ooh. Well, safe, but it's not great. Playing a safety again. Oh, she wanted to get on the other side of that 10 ball. And she just dropped out. She just didn't get it. Hit it a little thick. She always try to perfect that shot where you kind of cross by it and bring that ball off the rail and behind it, get a safety. It's a kind of a fun shot if you can really perfect it. What is she gonna do? I don't know why she's shooting. Oh, she's looking for. Okay, I gotcha. Very simplified mirror method for kicking. Let's see. Oh. No, I think that's going to be lights out for this game. So, folks, I'd like to say thank you again to our sponsors, Weight Stuff Uniforms, Alexander Helenka Realtor, Abbey Flooring and Design, and Carl's Q Repair, also Arizona Billiards Academy. They've always been, nice and generous to help billiard battles get off the ground and, well, keep us improving. Nice soft shot, gets a pretty good straight in on the 8 ball. Yep, so the first game goes to Miss Peghurst with a 1-game lead on Steph. So again, like I said, our let's pick out one of our sponsors. Let's talk about Weight Stuff Uniforms. I know it says Weight Stuff Uniforms, and you don't know what it is, but they do promotional items. And she really much wants to expand out into the billiard world. And we actually had some conversations with her about billiard battles and their promotional items, and we're trying to work something out. So everybody has an opportunity to get something billiard battles related, and help grow the brand. So, Wait Stuff Uniforms, 928-778-7507. And here we go. Stephanie is ready for her break. Great, great. Something was going on with that rack because it just did not spread out. Maybe a little off center or something, but it didn't want to go anywhere. This might be one of those shots you play that 9-ball and draw it back into the mess. Try to open up the mess a little bit. Because the 8-ball actually goes by, but the 12 does not, and the 13 does not. So you have to open that up no matter what. But some novice, lower players may want to leave that cluster because, they're not confident that they can run out, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it is for sure, if you don't open it up, you will not run out. So she didn't play it as dramatic as I was thinking, but she did open up that 13 some, which I think if the 13 goes by the 7, it's an opportunity. Getting rid of the magic rack, opening that up some. $15 in the corner. Ooh. Well, that one didn't go. Peg is stuck with the solid, which after opening up that mess a little bit, she has an opportunity, but you got to get the 7 out of there. And then you can get position on the 4 from the 5. So what is she going to do here? Okay. Yeah, she was making that in, which that I didn't have question, but at some point in time, you got to get that 7 out of there. And the earlier the better, because you could have been playing the 6 and the 3 to get on the 5, to get on the 4. If you wait and you leave your problems to the end, you're going to end up with nothing but problems in the end. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, she's going to come across the table, and it looks like she's 2 straight. She's going to try to force it, and now what? Play the 5. Do you slow roll it? Well, knowing Peg, I can see her slow rolling that down to the corner. I almost missed the 2-ball too, because from where I'm sitting, the 2-ball's obscured. Well, that was not expected, right in between those two. I mean, if that 4-ball goes down the corner and the side, stuff's in trouble. But if it doesn't, Peg's in trouble. By Peg's reaction, I'm thinking Peg's in trouble. Let's see. She was trying to block the 8. Well, it's not a bad idea, but unsuccessful. So Steffi has to plan her attack to get to that 13 and 12, get those out of there, and still leave everything else open enough that she can make. So, I mean, initially the shot looks like playing that 15 in the side pocket, running down to the end rail and back out to the middle of the table, which is not super easy. But, you know, some low right-hand span or sometimes just right-hand span, depending on how much angle you have. Just kind of float it down and float it back out. She looks like she's going for the... Oh. Well, I didn't see that ball went. Obviously, you guys probably didn't see that ball went as well. So, that was a game changer. So I'll be picking up that 12 ball right now. I'm working my way to the other end of the table for the 8 ball last. Because how are you going to get from the 11 to the 12 to the 8 ball? That's not easy. I don't like that at all. Just thinking of the ending results. In this case, I'd like to come... Well, I'd still play the 12 ball. If you don't get that out of the way, it's going to be a problem later. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a perfect commentator, but I definitely believe in don't leave your problems till the end. Not saying pick your hardest shots first, but you want to address them first. So you might pick off a couple other balls to make that shot easier, but so like in this case, you really need to draw the cue ball back so you can cut the 12 in the corner and then go 2 rails or something out. 2 rails or 1 rail out, back out to where she is right now with the cue ball. Where if she would have taken those balls earlier, she could have been shooting from this end of the table back at the 8. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I think it's makeable and it has enough angle to get her out, for sure. She knows it. She has to make the cut. With the bridge, too. That knocks down the percentage to make this shot by probably 50%, depending on how somebody uses the bridge. So if you're 70% to make it, now you're 35%. It's always harder. But you don't have a lot of other options besides trying to play a safe. Put that 12 ball in front of the 7 or something along those lines. And yes, I'm all by my lonesome. Look at that. That was a good cut, but yeah, position on the 8. So this is all from not taking that shot on the 12 earlier on. I mean, in this case, there's really nothing. You can't bank it. You can't do anything. And you're against the rail too, so if I was to gauge this shot, I'd probably say 40% to make it. Yeah, just so hard. Ooh. I think it bumped off the 8 just enough where it's still makeable. She's calling safety. What a mean, mean woman. It's almost like she called a safety that time just to make it hard on Steph. Because she could have made those balls. But why? If you don't like the run out and you have a save, play the save. But Steph can hit the 8. Thin, yes, but she can hit the 8. And if you just so snugly tighten it up against that 4 ball, so say you nick the 8 and you go over to behind the 4, well, now Peg's in trouble. Not easy, whichever way you look at it. I mean, Steph's in a pinch with this 8 ball, but playing an unnecessary safety can sometimes bite you in the end as well. Whoa, that is another error by Miss Steffi. So I'll take a minute to go over another one of our sponsors, Mr. Alexander Halenka, one of the hardest working men that I know. Mr. Halenka has surpassed his goals for this year, and he seems to really shoot for the stars, and he hits it so many times. Other people that I know, other pool players that I know, interested in real estate or looking into any kind of a home purchase or sale or something, a lot of them working with Mr. Alex already and Mr. Halenka, but he's here to help, and he really does it with anybody, not just pool players. But you have to admit, he does an awesome job when you get to know him. 928-583-4040. Now Steph Peg still needs to get out here, but it's pretty simple. Ooh, well, not anymore. I mean, she can still make that 4 ball, but that was very difficult. And just so you know, yes, BCA, she scratched on the 8 ball, but she did not lose. If she had made the 8 ball and scratched, it would have been a loss. So if she makes this cut and doesn't get in the danger zone on that 8 ball, and that's kind of like that 50-yard line where you can't really go either direction. But she gave the inside English just right, good speed to get pretty straight on the 8 ball. I'm sorry, I changed the score too early. Uh-oh. I don't even know why I did that. I'm sorry, folks. And of course, the ladies had to pick the side opposite of what I picked as far as the numbers go, so. But I can get them to change it. I bet you I can. Get them to switch sides so it matches the screen. Yeah, they said they would. Yes, awesome. Well, after that last shot with the bridge, I'm sure this one's no problem. Just don't try anything crazy and just. Oh, that was a crawl. That was a crawl. Okay, so at this 1-1 moment, I am going to take a quick break. I'm going to leave my mic on though, so you guys can hear the players, and I need to go use the restroom and stuff. So I'll be right back.
Well, the good news is neither one of us got smoked. No. That was a great shot on the 6. Before that. It's funny how in your mind it comes out so different. So different, yes. So it's out? Okay. Yep.
All right, folks, I'm back. I grabbed a little something to munch on while I was waiting. So, Steph being solid, or Peggy being solids, Steph's got to figure out what to do with that 12 ball. So, play the 11 right now, run it down. God, I don't know. I don't think that 12 ball goes. Sometimes it's really difficult from sitting back here to tell what's a good plan. I think you get better at it as time goes on, but it's not easy. Yeah. I mean, you just couldn't get to the angle that you wanted to get, like shoot the 14 and then the 7 or something like that. But it's going at 12 in the corner, so it's got to be tight, close. Oh, she hit it too hard. I think she wanted to block it. But, I mean, Peg's not in a good spot. She doesn't have any great shots. So just playing it safe is good. Plan B. So everybody's out having fun on their Saturdays, I'm sure. And that's why we don't have anybody on. Playing in a tournament or enjoying this beautiful day. Well, hopefully you guys can watch it later and enjoy it. So currently, they're 1-1 in a race to 6. This is the women's semifinal. Whoever wins this round goes on to face Ray Ronaldo Cody from Flagstaff. Ooh, she nicked that ball coming by. I was going to give Peg ball in hand. That could be a rough start right there. Well, not a rough start, sorry. That's actually, for Peg, that's the best you could ask for. Play the 4, then the 7, get those out of that corner. Then everything else is wide open. And just plan out getting down to the 8. 4 ball, little draw. Then play the 7 ball. And just don't get stuck behind the 12. That's the only keys for this particular scenario. Oh, she's going forward. That's interesting, so I would have not gone forward. Maybe she's thinking about playing that 7 last. And then playing the 8 on the side. Or maybe she hasn't shot that far or thought that far. It's possible. Kind of look at 8 ball as groups. Look for areas that I need to address or get into, get out of. Any place you got to break open, anything like that. I'm trying to leave, the last few balls just the easiest stop, 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 8-ball out scenario. Really is my mentality. And planning ahead obviously makes a big difference. See, I would definitely be taking one of those balls. He's coming back. Uh-oh, what's he gonna do? Ooh, that makes it tight. See, waiting on that 7-ball could cause her problems in the end. Oh, sounds like we got an ogre. Sounds like an ogre just walked in. If I had to guess. Either that or it's my wife. Oh, no, it's my bride. Maybe I could get her to jump on with me so I'm not alone. No. So you can see by not going after that 7 earlier, it's now not fun. Because the 7 doesn't go easily to the 3 or to the 5, nor the 5 to the 7. I would probably draw it, draw it out of the 5-ball. Yeah, she's going to top spin. I don't like that. You gotta draw it. That dangerous but nice. I mean, it worked out perfect for her, but that was a dangerous shot. To me, again, in my opinion. So just pop it in and come out a little bit for the 8-ball on the side. Doesn't really behoove you to do anything other than that because there's no point. Don't go forward. Uh-oh. No, did you hear her say that was an afterthought? Well, you gotta have your plan. She's in trouble. That's why you always want to leave like your 8 and your last ball, like nice, open, easy. Kind of like an ant trail. You just shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. It's always the goal, anyhow. So what's she looking to do? Apparently she can hit a 1-rail shot, which I wouldn't think she could. We'll see. I think she's calling it on the side, but I'm not sure. No, yeah. Rut row. You should drew.
Yeah.
So Steffi is looking for the simplest way out of this. I think I would shoot the 15 in the corner and then draw over behind the 12. Gives you a lot more room for error. So you get that little pocket there of like 1 diamond that you have to get. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not that difficult. It's just, again, looking for more opportunity for mistakes. shooting close to your work is never easy. Kind of throws you off. At least most people. I've seen some people that are really good at it, but I still don't think it's a preferred shot by any means. Yeah, that's exactly why. So Peg has a small window of about a diamond when she comes off that 8 ball to hit. Because you really don't want to hit the 15 because that could roll you to the pocket, and you don't want to go. You don't want to go. Yeah. Anyhow, my wife decided to put her phone up. Linda Gaines, I'm here. Hey, Linda. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I have to say, I will owe you for the magnetic chucker. I really like that. So I will be using it moving forward. So now we have a score of 2-1 Peg. Yeah, Kimball Webster. Kimball Webster. So it sounds like Kimball might be involved in our 3-man team event. Which I know, I think Freddie Hollister and David Farmer are looking for a lady to play on their team. They need a 520 or better. So if anybody's interested in that, please contact Freddie Hollister or David Farmer. And I think that we have another team with Jennifer and Wade Ray and Kimball. So that should be a pretty tough team to beat. And I think after that point, I think we're going to need one more team after that if we get those two full. So like Mr. Brad Borman, Brad and Diane, if you guys could pick up a male, that would be great. 1,400 and under Fargo, for the total for the team. So you could probably pick up a pretty good player and make a very well-rounded team. A little husband and wife action. I know I'm playing with my wife. So Carl and I and Lynette are going to attempt a run at it. So we'll see how that goes. So decent spread. Unfortunate that we had a scratch on the break. So important to keep control of that cue ball, guys. So Peggy, while she's evaluating the table, I will mention her, Abby Flooring and Design. So she can see the nice wood floor around her pool table, and that's what they do. They do anything flooring, windows, drapery, not windows themselves, but drapes and blinds and windows, and they'll do countertops and cabinets and basically all like the finish work. The only thing I think they don't do is paint, but they know enough people that can help. So Linda, throw it out there. Share it out. Get some more people on this thing. We need to get some of our friends at the APA to get involved in billiard battles as well. and get everybody involved. Because what we'd like to see is some more challenge matches. I know of one person that said they were going to challenge me. I know another person said, well, Peg said she was going to challenge somebody. Alex said she's going to challenge somebody, but everybody's got to have the nerve to do it. Got to put it out there. Doesn't matter how good or how strong or weak a player you are, just find somebody that you want to beat up on. Make a small wager. Like one of our first matches was Laura Newton and Tracy Rogers. So Dean's wife Tracy. Let's try and play some safety. Didn't like that. It's definitely understandable. Not easy. So let's see what stuff our Peg's gonna do here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a safety right back at her. She's thinking about it. She's trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out what's the right option. Mr. Mike Hanna, how are you doing, sir? Not such a great outcome for the 500 and under, Mike, but you can do better. We've seen it. And we still need people for the triple if you haven't been in it. If you haven't got in it, Mike or Linda, I know you're kind of hesitant about getting into any other tournaments right now, but 3-man sounds like it's going to be an interesting dynamic. Should be fun. And we need one more team. Either that or a few more Scotch doubles. So I'd love to see, Bill Culler and Parker get involved too. I think they'd be a great opportunity. Or Robert McElroy. There's plenty of good players and good people. It'd be nice to see them involved. And we've also been talking about changing up a couple of things on our 9 and 10 ball options as well, so we can get some more, like open type tournaments going. Ooh. So her main sticking point is going to be the one. I mean, the other balls aren't easy, but the one ball is literally blocked. It's blocked by that 14 ball. So let's see what she decides to do. And you can play the 5 on the side, which is great. And then you got 7-2 combo. Pull it forward and cut the 2. There's a few different options. You can't do that. So everybody, I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. When you're shooting a shot, you cannot change the angle, and you cannot change the shot. So if you want to try to get the cue ball to do more than it's naturally going to do, it won't. You have to learn how to manipulate the cue ball to get it to stun out or, draw back or whatever it is, but you can't really change the angle. It is what it is. Because when you do try to change the angle and cheat cheat the pocket and you change the angle a little bit, well, then you end up with a miss. So be careful with that. So she played that forward, but I don't like what she's got left, so, but we'll see. Peg and I definitely don't shoot the same. We have a pretty decent mind, but just like anybody, people make mental breaks, mental lapses when they're playing. They're trying to be so certain about what they're doing right that they... Ooh. So that just kind of opened up the table for Steffi, so we'll see what happens. I think I would have done a lot of things differently than that shot right there. We'll see. Who else do we have on with us now? I see another person jump on there. Sometimes Facebook tells me, sometimes it doesn't. Three ball in the corner. Run it power play 7-2. Well, I think a bigger issue. Yeah, 7-2 is good. Come over for the 6 ball. Back out for the 1 ball. Back over for the 5 ball. She got too much angle. Too much angle on the 7. She's gonna have to play the 2 now. That's our hot seat player checking in with me. Yeah, you gotta play the 2 ball. Well, you don't have to, but I think leaving the 1 so you can go 6-5 or 6-1-5 is the best option. Because that 5 ball, you've got to get down here. Because where the 9 is. It's going to get that bridge out again. That's fine. Bridge is fine. Mr. Adam Hurst is watching with us. Adam, how are you doing in your tournament? I don't know if you can hear me, but Adam played pretty well last night, playing Peggy in the 500 and under. Unfortunately, he just gave it up to his wife, which, I don't know. I mean, we can all understand, if we want to. Now, Peg played very well, and so did Adam. They both did. Okay. Oh, that actually worked out beautifully. I mean, that could be the roll that won the match right there. Getting that 5 ball out in front of that side pocket gives you a lot of flexibility in what you can do next. I don't know if Steph has this in her repertoire, but if she can get that cue ball to come back out either side of the 8 ball. I mean, if she's on the left side of the 8 ball, she can shoot the 7 ball. If she's on the right side of the 8 ball, she can shoot the 1. And then shoot the other ball next. What's she gonna do now? Gotta get rid of that 7 ball. Don't leave it to the end. I would take that 5 ball off the table if you don't need to. Because you still have the one. Yeah, she is. I don't. Yeah. No, she's gonna be coming across naturally. But your side pocket gets in the way. Just because if you come out too wide on that, you cut it thick or anything like that, it's gonna go over and scratch. Well, she's looking at the angle. So that's telling me she's going to come up on the other side of the 15 unless she put some English on it to adjust it. So she's trying to get some inside English. Oh. Yeah, I can't get away with too many errors. So now peg. Honestly, I'd be shooting the 13 next, but the 9 ball's gonna be a problem too. Unless you see an easy way. Well, no, I'd shoot the 9 first, I guess, because you can play the 9. You can always play the 14, then the 13 last. So that kind of leaves you 9 to the 14, 14 to the. Actually, what is it? Whatever those balls are. Striped green. Should be the 14. And then the 15 is a light teal blue. So yeah. 13 doesn't go by the 7. So yeah, you can play the 9 ball, bring the cue ball back out to the other side of the table. Or middle of the table, either one. And then you get your shot on the 15, 13, 8. So the only issue with this going this direction is getting onto the 9. Leaving that as your last shot, or even your second to last shot, could be shown as difficult. It's difficult to me. But I've seen some really cool shots and, things that I wasn't thinking of. So she got some angle on it, so I think she's going to come up for the from the 13 to the 14 to the 9. Playing the 9 down the corner past the side pocket and getting a shape on the 8 ball. Which, if I was given ball in hand from where she's standing, that's what I would do. Johnny Crow. She'll just play safe behind the 9. I guess, no, because the 7 ball's there, Johnny. Johnny, I hope you got your backpack. I think we gave your backpack to Penny. Yeah, Penny has your backpack. So, no, she played safe in front of the 1. Playing it safe, trying to put it over there, just make for a difficult shot, and trying to keep that 9 ball covered up. She's playing it safe, getting back over there again. That's a pretty good save, though. I mean, speed was good. 8 balls blocked, or blocking the 7. 1 ball's doesn't have a shot to the corner. So Steffi's just going to roll it up on the 9. These ladies, they're going to get into these little safety battles. I like safety battles, so they're like chess games. You really have to think it through, and ultimately, it generally works down to whoever makes the basically last mistake loses. Yeah, she looking. What do I do? What do I do? She's gonna play safe on the other side of the 8 ball again, I think. Didn't want to make it. I think she was giving her a shot at the 7. They both have the same amount of balls out there right now. You know, if Beck can get Steffi to, drop that 7 ball, or if Steffi can get Peg to drop the 14 ball, then they can kind of take advantage of the situation. So, Johnny, are you playing in the APA tournament today as well? In between matches? She's going to shoot at the 9. I don't know. Oh, that would be a bad hit ball in hand. Well, remember what I said, whoever makes the first mistake usually loses. Play the 1 ball down the corner, bring the cue ball out a little bit, play the 7 in the other corner, 8 ball on the side. At least, again, my opinion. That one's pretty simple, though. I mean, not to say we can't make a mistake. I mean, somebody can make a mistake on it and not get the position they want, but pretty wide area for mistakes on this one. So far, it seems like both games, all 3 games that were lost because somebody left a problem ball to the end. And they could have run out the rack if they would have taken the problem ball earlier or addressed it earlier by putting it into a different place, different position, something like that. So just has come off the rails 6 inches. This one is just a stop shot. We'll see what she does with it. That would bring it to 2-2. It's actually a shot we've been working on with Steph. I was getting this ball to stop right about where it is. I mean, distance-wise. Just have control and be able to do it on a repeated basis is important. Your stop shot is your basis for any shot on the pool table. So obviously you want to get your mechanics and your stroke down, but stopping a ball from all kinds of differences that's the start. She rolled it. That's a mistake. She should have just stopped it. Powered in. Your brain, when you're rolling a ball, your brain kind of tries to keep you away from that corner pocket. Both these girls are not real heavy on stops and draws. Just like, even that shot right there. Peg should have drew it back out. But instead she rolled it forward. Come on, ladies, you gotta have confidence in your stroke. You gotta have confidence in your stroke. What do we got here? Can she hit it? Yeah, she can. I think she's going to the left corner. Lower. Oh, she went to the right corner. Sorry. All right. Well, we have a 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. Well, if these girls continue to go this route, it's going to take longer than I anticipated. Ray Ray and I had a kind of a discussion of how long this would take, and I kind of figured 2 hours and 15 minutes, which would put us at about 4:15. Which I guess we could get there, but they gotta pick it up a little bit. Yeah, Ronnie, Johnny, they are a race to 6, both of them. Yeah, because I mean their Fargo rating is what? Well, for this tournament when it started, it was 454 for Peg and 438 for Miss Sterling. Let's see where they are with their Fargos today. So let me look at my favorites. Call out some people here on their Fargo ratings. Miss Peggy Hurst is a 453. She actually dropped a point. And let's see about Stephanie. Where is Stephanie? 438 is what I saw. Yeah, 438 for Stephanie. So Steph hasn't changed. Why my Fargo ratings are just going all over the place right now. Maybe updating or something. I don't know. So she had a good break. But it doesn't sound like it went anywhere. G1 going into Fargo. Did we ever send G1 to Fargo? Oh, okay. I thought G2 was the one that did go in and not G1. Because G1 was so far back, I think that might be. Okay. Johnny, we're going to check. Peggy's been looking at that and trying to get it figured out, but we just haven't done it yet. My apologies. We will try because I couldn't find it at first, but she said she found it. So, as far as the challenge version of it, and originally we thought it was already out. we thought it was already in there. So, but regardless, we will get it in. Let's make a note on that somewhere. You sent Peggy the challenge sheet? Yeah, ultimately, we want all of our matches to get into Fargo because that's where people get their. Great, thanks, Johnny. That's where people get their ratings from. So, and God knows today it's hard to get stuff into Fargo. There's not a lot to play in, so it's nice we have this opportunity and we can offer this opportunity. So, Johnny, we need one more team for the triple. I think. We need to get one more woman for. Yeah, I think Johnny and Kanani already have a team. I want to say it was Johnny, Kanani, and Dennis. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I can think of other words that begin with F, Johnny, that are probably much better than Fargo. was just a flat out miss right there. It happens. We make it. We make mistakes, right? All right, guys, I'm going to step away for just a moment. You and your smoking commentator is going to go take a few puffs, and I'll be right back. Well, I have to admit that was a heck of an out right there. But I mean, that's the difference. There's a slight difference in Fargo between Peggy and Stephanie, and to be honest, that's probably pretty accurate. I think Peg just has a little more confidence, and she has a little more just overall knowledge, feeling. It's not necessarily that they shoot so much better than each other, but just that confidence will bring you up some. Playing the opportunities, like playing the safe when she did. I mean, it was kind of a dangerous safe. Wasn't real easy, simple, but it worked. And now we are 3-2. And Carl's Q Repair, Arizona Beers Academy. Carl's at Bob's almost every day, every afternoon, evening anyhow. I think after 5 o'clock. Phone number is 602-820-POOL, which is 7665. So 602-820-7665. Clean up that shaft, get a new tip on, look at some of his cues that he has as for sale. A few different options there. Not to mention the fact that he's a trained BCA instructor. So if you want to get some lessons, it's a good opportunity. Good break. Looks like we had a ball drop. Oh, no, we didn't. Other than that 10, the stripes look tasty. Our 10 ball could be a big problem. Well, so can the 5 ball, so they're both kind of the same. But on top of that, the 4 ball's blocked by the 9. 9 ball you can make in. And really, you can knock that 5 out of there by clipping out the cue ball coming off that 13. Or whatever the heck that is. 13, I think. Yeah, sure, for the solids. Not a big fan of that choice, but there's no angle coming off that 15. If you take that 15 right now, you can't break out of the 10. So we'll probably take a little break after this, but after this match, we're going to start up the finals. So like always, we're going to have the finals and semifinals on the same day, if at all possible. We probably won't do that with the triples, just because that'll be too many people. At least according to our current climate. Yeah, she kind of put herself in a pinch. It's hard to get anywhere with that unless you can make that 4 ball on the side. Which it looks like it might go. If she plays the 7, she's going to be in trouble. Ooh. Well, she punched that shot. A little too hard for a diamond table side pocket. She rolled that ball in. It would have went. So see what Peg can do with the rest of this table. 15 now is kind of a problem. The rest of them are pretty easy, but you gotta address the 15 and 10. If you don't address those balls now, you will not run out this rack. So, and address does not mean shoot them. It means get yourself in a position where you can break them out. Have that in your mind. Make that a clear goal of what you want to do. folks. She's gonna come. She's gonna get all these balls, all her out balls, all the opportunity balls. She's gonna get those out of the way first, and then she's gonna try to wrestle with that mess down there on that left side of the table, which again could end up biting her in the end. Bounce. Oh, did she? Oh, see, she should be looking at this 15. There she is. I mean, the 15 is what you gotta do right now. Because if you can hold it, yeah, see, she's not. Gotta take it now. I just roll it forward. Try to roll it up to the spot. She's not. She's gonna go try to play. I don't like this. Play the 15, roll it up to the spot, cut the 13 in, break out the 10. I know easier said than done, folks. I know. If you shoot this ball in right now, you're not gonna get out. You're not gonna get the 10 out, and the chances of you getting the 15 are hard. Well, if you miscue, block her ball and get the ball out. So I guess that worked. They're laughing about it. But if they watch this, hopefully they can learn something. And you know, those opportunity balls, when you get a ball that's really hard and you can see it, you can make it shoot that ball. Especially if it leads to it. But you know, one thing I did see that Peck didn't do that time, she didn't walk around the table and look at all the shots. So she probably had a little bit of tunnel vision on the 13 ball. You got to look at all your opportunities and figure out which ones are going to work for you. And unfortunately, you got to really do it every time, too. What if you shoot not 3 ball? Interesting. Now what she want? Maybe pocket the 6 and roll it with topspin down to break out. Something. Based on the angle, it looks like it's going to shoot over towards the 10 ball. Which hitting the 10 ball isn't the greatest option. I don't like moving balls. If I can help it, I try to pick them off where they stand. Topspin. See where she hits. How much topspin she gets and where the cue ball ends up is all going to depend on her stroke. You can have confidence, you can just shoot that ball, or you can kind of lazy roll it. You gotta shoot it. She did shoot it. Oh. She just didn't make it. Lewis was off a little bit, a little conservative on the cut. Yeah. 10 balls lined up straight in the corner. It's tight, but it's lined up. Get the 13 out now. Get a 15 is going to be a problem. What's up, Doc? What are we gonna do with that 15 now? Run the cue ball down to the end, come back. Maybe shoot it in the side pocket if you can get over in that little window there. Yeah, this is where planning helps. When you have an idea what you want to do before you make each shot. Yeah, so it's just ducking. But you know what? If you don't have a good opportunity to get out, that's not a bad idea. Play that safety, get another chance at the table. That's kind of what you're hoping for. But you know, it's a dangerous thing. She was looking at coming up behind the 8 ball. I don't like that. I mean, she can hit the 4 ball. Hit the 4 ball and try to run the cue ball to the rail behind the 15 and the 5. I don't know. Yeah, if you hit the 4 ball, the 15 might go on the side, so that's probably not a good idea. Maybe doing this and just playing it kind of safe is a good idea. Leaving her balls on the table. Maybe she can see the 2. No. Now, I didn't look and see if that ball was on the rail or not. I'm gonna have to guess it was not. I am. All of a sudden, my sound went away. Hold on. Alright, better. Just gives me a little bit of something, little feedback to hear. So, lets me know it's working. Oh, it's a top spin on that. Probably made it go wide. Okay, so what's Steph gonna do? A ball in hand here. I mean, if the 2-7 goes, if it's easy enough to make, then you attack the 2-6. Sorry, if the 2-6 go, you attack the 5-7 for first. If the 2-6 does not go, then you evaluate how or what your other options are. So Peg is halfway there. Steph has 4 to go. I think if this was me, I'd shoot the 4 ball in and just kind of tuck and bump the 5 and 7. That's probably what I would do. I mean, if the 5 is clear, easy, I'd play the 5 first, but I should play. Okay, combo to a combo. Oh, she was playing a safety. That's what it was. I just realized that when Steph walked away, I did not hear her call safety. It's probably because I have these big old earmuffs on. Mr. Hurst, how are you doing in your tournament? She was going for the kick on the 12. And kind of goofed things up for Steph a little bit more. what do? You kind of stuck. You kind of have to take, if you want to get out, you have to take that combo first. Get the balls away from that pocket. But you can just put the cue ball up right behind the 7, kind of shoot it into the 7, cut it into the 7. Or even cut into it and kick the, yeah, she's gonna go that way. Yeah, I mean, it's doable. But because you're gonna be, you gotta draw the cue ball away from the 7 ball. Otherwise, it's just gonna be stuck right on top of the 7. And then you're gonna find a way to get angle. So probably be best to actually, put the cue ball on the lower side of the 8 ball here. Should play a safe or play a safe and just be mean as hell. Just like that, my lord. That's just some mean play right there. So Patty has a couple pass out, but they're not good. Not good pass. This one's like a glorified 3 rail. And that's hard. You gotta put a lot of spin on it. Because you gotta widen that out to go down that way like she's pointing. You literally gotta hit on the other end of the table, like between the first and second diamond. I think she's trying to see how far down table she can shoot. A little bit further than I thought, so. Oh, she actually went under it. And the ball in hand. But again, I think Steph's going to have a problem getting from the 7 to the 4 or 5. She might actually be best playing the 5, then the 4, and running the cue ball up to the rail to play the 7 last. That way she can just kind of come out a little bit or, take the cut on the 8 ball. She's going to play this first because it is harder. But what are you going to do? Draw it back on the other side of the 8 ball and play safety again. She's looking for the safety again. Just remember, folks, safety first is not always the best way to play. It's again about the percentages. What are your opportunities to get out? If you're 80%, 90%, 50%, then you make the decision on whether or not you're playing safeties. So, but she was 100% sure she was going to lock up peg, so that was a good choice. She is not going down without a fight, Steph says. No way. Just gonna kick at it, see what she gets. Running the cue ball down table. There's where the safety bit Steffi. But with that being said, Steffi has a fairly easy safety. She can just hit the 4 ball with the one rail and leave the cue ball down there. Hey, don't get me wrong, it's not, easy. But I think she's definitely capable of it. You just want to be, you want to pay attention, then you're putting the cue ball on, out towards getting behind the 5 ball. You don't want it to be on the rail. So. I don't know if she has enough room. From here, it looks like she does. Looks like she just basically you're kind of shooting at the side pocket. From this end of the table. Should bounce off the rail right before the side pocket. Oh gosh. She didn't quite get the safety on the 15, but she killed the 8 ball. So yeah, it was that draw, a little bit of draw she put on it, kind of put it on that trajectory. So what is Stuffy gonna do with that 4 ball? It looks like she might be able to make it, but then the 5 ball would be difficult. Or she plays a safety and puts that cue ball right back behind the 8. Let's see what she does. I have a feeling she's just gonna punch that a little bit and run the cue ball up now. If she doesn't get behind the 8 ball, that would cause, a mistake. But let's see. I think she will.
Oh, sorry.
Too hard. Too hard. But I think she got lucky. I think she still blocks the 12 ball. This is where I be getting old Frogger out. I mean, so if you don't hit it, it's ball in hand. They're out. If you don't make it, they could be out. But what happens if you do hit it? What happens if you do make it? Then you could get out. Oh, she hit enough of it. See, that was definitely a jump shot. If you can hit that much of the ball, it takes so little effort to jump over it to get the rest of the ball that you need. But getting back in the 8, yes, could be a problem. But in this case, she's hoping that Steph can't maneuver through these last 3 balls from this angle. But you can. You just gotta play that 4 ball first, which is a little more difficult.
Who are you sending it to?
So I've asked Adam on the stream, how's he doing in the tournament?
You did ask him?
I asked, he didn't answer.
Oh, you still have four chips. Because one of the last two. Okay, yeah, it worked.
Yeah, that was a little bit tougher, but she left it in a really tough spot for Peg to make that 12 ball. So I think she was actually kind of going for that cut. Definitely not making it easy on Steph. I mean, could have set her up straight in the corner or something, but no. This is when you shoot the 5 ball first, cut it in, bring the cue ball back across table. Because it naturally gets shape on the 4 versus shooting the 4 and having to struggle to get shape on the 5. So yeah, definitely 5 ball. Definitely 5 ball.
What time is your plan?
You guys are having like half-hour games. Yep, something bugged you. Stop up. Get out, walk around, look at it again. I still think take the 5 first. Take the 5, little outside English on the cut shot, and then the cue ball comes right back over here. This shot leads to a scratch. It leads to a difficult shot on the 5. Nothing great. Yeah, see scratch. Whoa. So she just decided to block it. Maybe that was her game plan. What? 4 ball hit a rail. I can double. Yes, 100%. I just watched it on the replay. Long, straight in shot with some power. And that's what we have. I watched it on the Wii Play. Nerves. That always affects you. Well, this is okay. This is makeable, or she can play a safe 98. What is she gonna do? Yeah, I should have known better. I should have known there was a safety coming. It's all right. Scratch, claw, whatever you need to do, right? Pike's looking at the cut, going that way. Yeah, because there's 4 balls in the way. He's not going to do a whole lot with that. She doesn't have a lot of options. She kind of has to play this shot. Good hit. And neither one of these ladies want to give up this game. They don't. They may be best friends on the outside, but when it comes to the pool table, they definitely want to beat each other. I think we all feel that way with our friends. As much as we love them, we still want to kick their butts at pool. So this is kind of an interesting one. You kind of have to just cut it in with a little bit of right hand spin. Just going outside, which I'm not a big fan of. It's going to take it away. Oh, I see. She was just trying to hit soft to keep a shot. She did not want to give Becky a chance. If she doesn't like this, she's going to play it safe. But the thing is Becky's going to just play it safe back at her. Let's see. Probably look at this in kind of like a two-way scenario. Try to cut it in and get the cue ball back down table where that spot is. Go to the left side of your screen, to the right side of your screen, and back in the middle. Just moving the cue ball a lot, I know, and it could cause some problems. But nice cut. All right, so we gotta have a 3-3 game.
Anywhere I could put it that would be safe, where you wouldn't play a really nasty safe.
That's funny. Exactly what I said.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of just
Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second, grab something to eat, something to drink, and I'll be right back.
like she does this something. Yeah.
Might go run some errands.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm like practically falling asleep here, guys.
You guys are like, no, can't give her a shot. No, can't give her a shot.
It's next week's shopping money.
Next week's shopping
money. It's really all the glory.
What do you guys win?
I have no idea.
You guys run the show.
Let's see.
Well, are we gonna take a break? It's got to be at least $1,000, don't you think?
It should, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes. It's 150 for first, 100 for,
all this.
100 for second, 50 for third. So you guys are playing for the $50 difference.
So I did get a hold of Michelle. Are we gonna take a break? Like I have to pee.
Michelle, why Michelle?
Because she came in.
Oh, she got paid?
Yeah, she gave me a picture back.
I need to call her.
Hey guys, I guess we are going to take an intermission. So we're going to take a 5-minute break and we'll be back. All right, everybody, we are coming back on. Let's see. Main screen, 3-3, race to 6. And we have our hot seat champion here with us now. Hopefully, I can get her on the commentator's booth to keep me company. So here comes Peg. Good solid break. Didn't push it too much. Just nothing dropped. It's funny how I can go from day to day. I think yesterday she was breaking. It was just like perfect. She was just hitting, making a ball on the break all the time. So Steph's in kind of a pinch here. She's got the 14 to deal with. I mean, that's really all she has to deal with. Unless she wants to try to do something funky. Like naturally you're looking at the 14 down the corner. Let's see, she sees something. Apparently she can get an eyeball on the 7. Oh yeah, I look at the computer and I can see that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 6 ball, 4 ball. Some sort of 2, 3. Come in here, 5 ball, 1 ball. And there's a couple of different options, a couple of routes that she could take. Oh, she'll come around this side. I don't. Yeah, she's got an angle. She can hit it. So if that 3 ball goes by the 8 and 13 by any chance, then that's definitely the route we'd be playing. Miss Michelle, the race is 6-6. Are you going to stop by this evening and get a picture with us, Michelle? Get your 4th place winnings? I've just been informed you are. Excellent. So we've got 5 people back on watching. Hey, everybody. I know it's Saturday, where the weather is actually decent and you can go outside and actually tolerate it. Yeah. Oh, that was a shot. If you could have made that, you could have an opportunity to get down for the 5-1. Peg's trying to figure out what she wants to do. She's probably looking for a safety. She's a little more aggressive than that. I don't think she wanted to hit the 1 ball. Hitting the 1 ball put her into a bad place. Michelle Clark actually is our 4th place in the women's tournament. And we did throw fourth place a little bit of something. A little $20 bill on this one. $50 for third. 100 for second, and 150 for first. Playing a little defense there. Looks like she's got the 13 blocked, so that's good. Back in, hit the 11. Jensen sends the cue ball down. I think it says he has a shot on the one, whether she likes it or not, I don't know. The one would kind of lead to the 2 ball if she can get over there. 1 to the 2, 2 to the 3, 3 to the 5, 5 to the 8. Hopefully y'all can follow my logic. A little left-hand spin off the 1 ball would put you on the side rail, or yeah, on the side rail, top rail for everybody who's watching. Top rail for the 2 ball straight down the corner. As long as you're pretty straight, you can go from there to get on the 3 real easy. Roll the cue ball down. Wow. Got some love on that one. So let's see where we end up. Because she's right on that line, there's not a lot she can do. God, I don't even think I'd kick this way. I think it's too tight. Being aware of the ball, I mean, if that 3 ball moves at all. Lots of spin. She's probably just trying to hit the 12, but there's a big side pocket scratched. Ooh. Wow. Good hit. Good hit. Oh. No, no, no. We only want the higher quality. Sorry, y'all. Playing with settings. So Facebook won't even let us have a 1920 by 1080 export right now. But I got it running at that anyhow. Gotta get rid of that 2 ball. I mean, again, this, what players are looking for a safety first, which ones are looking to run out the rack. I mean, honestly, safeties are a huge part of the game, but you've got to have some confidence and shoot. So there's that fine line. Oh, I didn't realize that 2 ball went on the side so easy. Now I can see the 3 ball makes it, so 3 ball. Roll it forward some, then play that 1 ball in the corner and draw it back over for the 8 on the side. should be pretty straightforward. Just gonna slow roll this ball. Nice and smooth. Bounce. I mean, it is natural. You cut that in with some top spin. It's going to go 2 rails. You just got to control the speed. Come back over to the middle of the table or towards that 9 ball without getting behind the 9. But as a player, don't think about getting behind that 9 because you will get behind that 9. Or miss. Or miss and get behind the 9.
Did you get that?
I hate to say it, but it looks like Peg has a pretty easy run, but I don't want to screw it for her, so no commentator curse over here on this end. I kind of look at that 11, but I guess this works too. She hopefully likes the 11 now, because that's the shot to take. So let's see. A little inside English, nice and soft. Gets her on the 14. A little more punch would have been nice. Come out another 2 inches or so, just to shoot that 14 down the corner. I mean, this is possible. This is a stun shot over to the rail and back out. A little bit of low, so you just kind of come back at that number 2 diamond from the left side. Kind of want to hit that with a little bit of left-hand spin or low left or something like that so that it comes back out to the middle of the table. But you gotta make the shot first off. Smooth stroke, good aim. I shouldn't get that low left on there. Now she's kind of in trouble. She's gonna play it safe and put her behind the 8 and 13. She hit it too hard, gave her a shot. Well, she didn't hit that. The 14 thin enough. Because the cue ball, if you think about it, it's got to be down by that second. Or it's got to be in line with the 8 ball and the second time in there. And that was the block zone. So now, if Steph has any ability to go top spin, just go to the end rail and back out to the middle of the table and shoot the 8 inside. Top spin, nice and center. Top, 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 top. She's jacked up on the ball. She's not going to get the top spin she wants. With in Steph's defense, she's been getting some training. Her and I've been working together, trying to help her game. And she's thinking a lot instead of just enjoying shooting. I need to tell her, hey, you don't think when you're playing a match. You just shoot your game. So I think Steph can see the one. I have a feeling Peg's going to have basically the same situation. She's going to hit it nice and soft, and she's going to leave the cue ball on the rail. And Peg is going to have no shot. That would be, if I was to guess, that would be my guess. Which I guess I am guessing. Oh, they're going to mess with my light. Hold on. Yeah, just what I thought. And Peg's gonna look to see, well, can I do the same thing back? If she can hit the 12 full, then she will.
Don't curl. Don't curl.
Excuse me. Steph's looking at the same thing. Can I nick the one? And put her on the other side of the 13-8. I don't know if she can. From the pictures on the screen, it doesn't look like she can really hit that full, but or hit it. We'll see. She's gonna hit it or she's gonna kick it. I mean, you can't kick this shot. A little bit of topspin and at the right angle coming off the rail, and you can kick that one ball down table. No, she's gonna go this way. She's gonna try to kick the side rail, which it could work. Gotta hit it just right. So if she hits it solid, she's gonna leave a tough shot for Peg. Nope. That would be ball in hand. That's not what she wanted to leave. So because Peg's not real strong in her drawing, she's probably gonna put the cue ball. Well, I could have swore she was gonna put the cue ball on the other side of the 13, shoot it in the side pocket, but let's see. Gotta give it some angle, Peg. You got a little angle on there, but you really need to give it more angle. See right there, you want to come off and end up more like halfway. You know, more like right where she was pointing her cue. I mean, that's what you're looking for. Because now she's going to shoot this, not scratch, and get a shot on the 8-ball. Yeah, because she was trying to hold it, and she was trying to slow the cue ball down. She overhit it, or hit it too solid, not thin enough, and she missed the ball. And it was all because she can get good position on the last shot. So again, sometimes overthinking is not a good idea, but these are things that you just learn over time, and you keep practicing and keep kind of figuring it out, and they become part of your kind of your part of your weaponry. I mean, like in this case, what she's gonna do is stop the cue ball and shoot in the corner. That's all she's gonna do. I bet you she's thinking a lot more about it than that. We'll see. She did exactly what I thought, or exactly what I said, so that's good. I thought she'd still try to come down, but that's good. So just concentrate on a good stroke, make the ball. That's all you gotta do. And Steffi actually takes a lead. Steph takes the lead. This is the first time I think she's had a lead for this set. So guys, again, I want to thank our sponsors, Weight Stuff Uniforms, 928-778-7507. Alexander Herlenka, Realtor, 928-583-4040. Abby Flooring and Design, 928-771-9121. Carl's Q Repair, Arizona Billiard Academy, 602-820-7665. 602-820-pool. So, and yes, Weight Stuff is doing promotional items and clothing and things like that. So if you need, hey, you want team shirts, you want something cool, get with Lori and check out what she's got. We just did, and there's a bunch of items we're looking at getting into. So, Weight Stuff Uniforms. Neither one of them are really getting any, good balls on the break tonight. Probably because a little extra humidity in the air, the balls aren't moving around as much as normal. So it looks like we've got the 9 on the side, and then come down for like the 15 and break up, break out some like crap. She could take the 14 right now. I'd love to see Peg draw it off that 14 and come out and hit that 7. Open that up a little bit. Probably still have a shot on the other ball. But she's going to go forward, try to play on the 11 ball. Well, actually, this time, I mean, honestly, it probably works even better. Play that 12. Play a 12 ball in the corner first. She got rid of the 11. She's going to play a 12 out. I'm assuming 12 to the 15 and then go under the 13 and 10. Maybe hit the 8 ball, give him an opportunity to shoot the 10 or the 13 up in the corner after the 15. So sorry guys, I'm thinking ahead. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, way too far. I don't know what she was thinking on that one. knows? Maybe he had something in mind. Well, that was kind of a devilish shot, but Steph's got the 6 ball. She's got the 2 ball after the 6. She got the 7 ball after the 6. 5 ball after the 6. Our big issue is the 4 ball. Trying to get the 4 ball out of that mess with the 8 ball. Which, in all honesty, if she looks at it, she might actually have that opportunity now if she was to look that way. I mean, I would. I'd look that way. Because again, you gotta look at every shot. Do you see the 4 ball stuff? I don't know. She's looking. Yeah, no. Set her sights on the 6 ball. Which I think she could actually make the 4 ball right now and then make it a runnable rack. Dang it. Oh well. Not much I can do. Hmm. Let's see here. Hmm. Hmm. That's just mean. Again, Peg is so mean to her friends. Well, Steph can get the 4 ball out of here now, but she's got a problem with the 10 ball now. Hmm. Shoot the 4 band, roll it up for the 6. Yeah. Shouldn't have the light touch stuff. Got some rocket ships flying over above here, everybody. Hopefully it's not another fire plane, but it could be. This time of year, it's kind of prevalent. So she can play the 6, but she's got to figure out a way to play to get rid of that 10 ball. I mean, she got it to get as close as she can to it, which is a good thing. Actually, now would be a good time. You could put the, well, no, you can't. You can't have 15 balls there. I was going to say, block from the 10 and 13, but you can't. 15's in the way. Looks like that's what she's going to play anyhow. And does she have a window on the 10? Looks like it. But Peggy is, looks like she's set to leave it where it is. Peck may not like the result of this shot either. Cue ball is going to go down towards the one ball. Actually, couldn't have worked out any better coming off the titty like that. Put her in a perfect location for that 10 ball. 10 to the 13 to the 8. So now she's going to get, she's looking for rail first. Which this is, you can do this with draw and bring that cue ball back out. Can't tell from the angle I'm at if that's the better shot or just drawing off the rail and coming back out. She made it, but wow, no good shot. I think the draw, you had to have the draw. Unless you were trying to come past it and shoot the 8 ball in the top left corner there. She's in kind of a pinch. But I've seen Peg make like this 8 ball in the corner, and she doesn't really have any other option. There's no real safety option. There's not a lot else you can go for. I'm just gonna aim it. I'd go low. Yeah, I wouldn't go high. Again, I hope she didn't hear me. Oh, well, you gotta hit it. And she overcut it too.
You turned it to me. You turned it to me. I was like, oh no. Oh no. I was thinking about last night.
So she gave Steph, who has a 1-game lead, she has 2 games to go. She gave her the ball in hand. And my course of attack would probably be she's gonna go 2 ball, 1 ball. Go back out. And then try to play like the 5 and the 3 up corner, and then play the 7 in the corner. Kind of looks like that. She's not giving herself any angle off the 2 ball, so she's got to be shooting for the 1. With the 1 ball, you have an abundance of angles to choose from. Just gonna run into the rail, bounce out a little bit. Then she can play the 5 in the corner, and then the 3 up top, or the 3 to the right corner. So 5 ball left corner, 3 to the right corner, 7 to the bottom left corner, 8 to the bottom middle. Just gonna run to the rail, come back out some. Yep, good speed. 5 ball in the corner. Basically just landing the cue ball right there where the 5 is. That's all you're trying to do. And they did confirm that they couldn't hear me earlier, so hopefully that's still the case. You have to play that 3-ball up table. Just the easier thing to do. Trying to draw it out or something is not easy. Yeah, shoot it down the corner. Oh, he played safety. I didn't hear that.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise that you were paying, but I did.
Yeah, it's just again, it's not too not a bad idea because I mean, Beg's obviously kicking at the 8-ball, but looks like it's a little tight to me. Yeah, I could see that. So now she's just gonna play ball in hand through the corners. Just try to get you off the rail a little bit when you stop it for the 7. Shoot the 7, stop it. 8-ball on the side. 8-ball on the side. Too many people don't think about that. They shoot, they put it right on the rail where she is right now. They shoot it in, and the cue ball's on the rail. This makes life more difficult. If you just can come off the rail on the edge, and everything's a little easier. And then it's like the perfect location to stop it. She drew it back a little too much. You just really wanted to stop it, but I said, stop shots are so important. You gotta be able to judge that and get a stop shot from any distance. Something that's a key component to the game. Side pocket, corner pocket, and pretty close to a good shot. In the side pocket, it's pretty dang close. I favor her 80% to make this, 90% to make this. Heck, I'd probably even go as far as say 95%. Again, knock on wood. All right, Steph takes a two game lead, 5-3. I know that's big too. I mean, Steph and Peg have a amazing friendship and just an amazing rivalry. They want to beat each other all the time. So, guys, I'm gonna jump out to the restroom real quick. I'm gonna let them continue to play.
Made you wait for it.
We've had some.
All right, well, I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Okay, so that 14 is now going to be a problem. You have to get creative on this one. I think I'd say play the 9 first. And then the 12, come down table. Try to shoot 11 into that 5-14 combo, make it, and pop the 11 out after that. If you really want to get out. Otherwise, these ladies are going to play safety. And they're trying to figure out how can I play a safety and get that 14 out of there. Which probably would be kick it one rail. Nope. I'm looking at the table or at the screen, and that is not a possibility. Is she gonna try and draw it? She tried it. I don't think she's real comfortable with that draw shot. So, what do? Slow roll up to the 14 and try to pop it out. Pop it out just enough to make it. And try not to hit the 5 ball. That's tough because I think it's going to double kiss on the 14. She did it. Very good, smart shot. Because she's got that 9-ball left in the corner, she does not really have a lot of other options. Not a lot of safety options. I mean, she could put the cue ball on this side of the 5 and hopefully block it with the 7. I mean, sorry, 1 ball. Ugh. 8-ball blocks a 2. Mr. Hood and Miss Zimmer. See, I don't like that because she has a shot on the 12, but she obviously doesn't know that yet.
No, it was actually, that's what I was looking at. It was beyond the city.
I think she sees it now, though, because she's looking right down the pipe. So yeah, if you play the 12 on the side right now, well, you have to jack up and draw it out of the corner. I mean, I think it's a scratch shot if you just hit it straight on to make it. You know, I think the cue ball is going to come down here naturally because of the speed you have to hit it. And if you try to slow roll it, that 7-ball gets to be a real big ball. We'll see. Wow, she did it and slow rolled it. But here's the answer. Keep the cue ball on the rail. Shoot the 15 in, and then the 8's right on the side, so she got an opportunity to get out. And she's on the hill. She's looking at that shot, which is good. Evaluating her first, current and next shot. Yeah, I always recommend at least 3 shots. 8-ball, you gotta know the rack, but details on the 3 shots. Nice and easy. Oh, too hard. That looks like too hard to me. I mean, at this point, all you can do is go for it. If it's close enough to one rail. And hope you can slide the cue ball in there. So we'll see if that 1 ball's in the way or not. Yeah, she's gonna have to 1 rail it, so just gentle. And then you just gotta pray you don't get stuck. The cue ball doesn't get stuck behind the 5. I've seen stuff like that happen. But if you hit it soft enough to get it to float and go in the pocket, I think you're gonna be okay. If you hit it too hard, you'll have a problem. Yeah, I couldn't call that one. There was no way I could call that one because they should have called a spotter. I don't necessarily agree with Peg taking the shot, but well, you should know. No, it's clearly not a good hit because the 3 ball is ahead of it. Clearly, sorry. And that's just about not rolling in slow enough to make the ball and leave the cue ball in the rail. It just came out a little too much. Let's kind of give him back free reign of the table. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh. Bummer. That just is a kind of a tough way to win. Nobody really wants to win that way. But they both had a good, hard fought match.
I just want to commentate with him.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Well, hey, everybody, we are going to stop the stream for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let everybody kind of relax a little bit and let Ray warm up. So expect us back at, let's say 5:30. 5:30, we'll kick this thing off for the next round. Thanks so much for watching. We do definitely appreciate it. And like I said, get everybody together. We'll be ready to come back in 20 minutes, 5:30. We'll see you soon.